Hey everyone. Okay, so we are now 24 weeks. The weeks feel like they're flying by at the moment. So I feel like I start the video off the same way every time, but everything is going really good. We've been really busy with work the last week, so that has been, well, it's been good in the sense that it's kept us both busy. But we've also got lots of other stuff going on with we had the midwife this week as well. So caught up with her, started doing the urine tests. So they test for protein and glucose in your in your urine. Sorry. So both indicators of preeclampsia and stuff like that too. So they both came back. Preeclampsia and gestational diabetes. So yeah, both quite good to check. Both were in good range at the moment. My blood pressure is still like dropping slightly, which is quite common in pregnancy, and a lot better to see it going down than going up. So typically sitting around like 100 for the top number, and then about 65 for the bottom. Danger zone for your preeclampsia and stuff like that, when they'd start to be concerned with that, is when it gets around like that 140. So I normally sit around 125, and it has slowly dropped as we've gotten further along. Obviously, as blood volume increases and stuff like that, it's quite common. But yeah, so no concerns with any of that at the moment. Weight so far, I don't think I've talked about weight so much, maybe a little bit. Weight, I've put on about 5 kilos since the very start, so not a lot, especially considering where we are now. But I feel that my body is changing a lot more the last week or so, so I would expect that to start going up a little bit more now. Kind of like I talked about last week too, with the changes in how much baby's actually growing. It would make sense for me to be putting on a little bit more each week. But yeah, so something I was going to say just then. For myself, we're keeping quite a close eye on the preeclampsia, as my mum had it with both of my sister and me. It did create enough of an issue for her at 26 weeks that she nearly had me, so definitely something that we're looking out for. They do say that it is something that is genetic, hereditary. I'm not 100% convinced on that, or I'm hoping not anyway. So far, everything looks like it's going really well, and there should be no reason why we get anything like that. But it is definitely something that we're being aware of and looking out for any signs. But just trying to keep active, drinking lots of water, eating good balance. I have had a few dark chocolate flakes in the last couple of weeks. They're really nice actually and dark, but yeah, so there's been a few little different things that I've been slipping in, so don't get me wrong, I'm not a robot with all of it, but I am still aiming to go for more protein-based meals, and then on days we exercise, I'm still using the idea of eating a little bit more carbohydrate to help my body recover. It's incredible how much I have noticed, like the change since being pregnant, with the amount of weight that I can lift and how long it takes me to recover. So for myself, and it may sound heavy to some people, but it is a lot lower than what I would usually do, and I have slowly built back up. But my chest presses, for example, I'm doing like a 45-degree incline to take off that pressure on my tummy, and doing single-armed so that I'm actually using core stability, because we don't want that to completely shut off. I'm just gone up to the 15 kilo in each hand for about 8 reps. So that's taken me a long time to get there, and I am pushing for that now. So now will be the time that I will change the exercise out and do something different, because the point is not for me to overload my system at all. But doing that, like I used to be able to do 25s for the same sort of exercise. So it is a lot different, but the way that it makes my body feel afterwards is it's incredible how much it does affect me. So it is something that I pay close attention to make sure we have that good balance. But my workouts are generally about 45 minutes, I suppose, and then I finish off and I'll do some walking on the treadmill just to keep everything going nicely, moving through the body. But yeah, so also something that I do really want to do, and I will be doing it, is I will prepare for one of the next few videos. I will get the stack of stuff that I'm using to help with the changes in my body in terms of my skin and stuff like that. So everything I've been pretty good with. I haven't had any issues. I haven't had any stretch marks yet, touch wood. But I do have a regime that I've got in place that I do every day without fail to try and help with that. So yeah, I will give you guys more information on that when I do the actual video. But yeah, I'll include that in one of the next couple of weeks, because that is definitely one of the big changes that most women have, is obviously like rapid weight gain is going to increase the chances of your like stretch marks and stuff like that. But yeah, so far I've had nothing and my weight gain's been good. Lots of stuff that's definitely helped. But also staying hydrated, drinking lots of water still. I drink about 3 to 4 litres of water a day, which is normal for me, but about 3 litres for everyone is really good. But yeah, so just trying to manage as best you can in that regard. Also, there's some other little tricks and tips that I'll give you that are totally safe if you're having a normal pregnancy as well. But yeah, we'll talk about that another day. Yeah, so that's kind of it for this week. Nothing else has really happened. TNT, it's probably going to be long gone by the time we put these videos up, but they've shut down in New Plymouth, and they are now online, baby store. But so I've spent a little bit more there online, because they're doing like 70-80% off, so it's like $4 per item. It's crazy cheap. But some beautiful pink stuff. So lots of I've got a couple of dresses now that have like the nappy part in it as well, which is really handy. Some pants, some hats, socks, and some flannels as well. So slowly ticking everything off on the list. When we first went down this journey, I said to Brennan that I didn't want us to get to the end and then spend thousands of dollars all at once, because it seemed quite overwhelming. And so we have been slowly chipping away at everything. Almost pretty much got everything. We've got the birthing pool to get soon, which is going to be our last big expense. But other than that, pretty much everything we need for baby is sorted. But yeah, last thing I suppose is just with Indy. She's sitting beside me sleeping. But we've just been really monitoring her over the last couple of weeks, because she is had injured her shoulder, or so we thought, her elbow. Jumping into the car. Anyone that knows her or has seen her knows how energetic she is. So yeah, we've been really watching her, and we took her to the vet today and found out that she has arthritis in her elbows, which we are going to manage. But the reason I kind of bring that up, though, is because it brought up feelings for both me and Brendan about, because we went up last weekend to go and view a puppy that we're going to be getting soon, and she was obviously going through this recovery process, and literally she couldn't put pressure on her leg at all. But so we have both been watching her, like he'll go taller and I'll be watching her still, and then we'll have to put her away in a room somewhere so she can't, run around and all that sort of stuff. But it's a constant 24-hour watching. And it's been really interesting for us both, actually. We talked about it today, how it's made us feel in relation to when baby comes along, because we're very protective of Indy and we love her, obviously, but soon there's going to be a baby human, which is going to mean, it's crazy to think that she's going to mean more to us because of who she will be, obviously. But yeah, quite a scary thought, because you've got to put trust in other people sometimes in order to do what you need to do, I suppose. And we were lucky enough that when she did go and stay with my grandparents, that she actually was a little bit better the next day, so that was really good. But yeah, so it was a funny thought for us though today, that it was the first time we'd really thought that shit, we're probably going to need help at some point, and shit, we've got to put that trust into other people, our family, obviously we can trust in, but it's just the idea that it's not you, and that you can do things exactly how you want them done. And I don't know, I suppose it was quite a scary thought anyway, thinking that needing that support from other people and having to rely on the hope that they will be able to do it how you would want to do it, But I suppose that's all part of learning, and at the same time it's the type of parent you want to be too, We don't want to be anal and, ridiculous about everything, although we will have rules and, a way that we want to parent. But yeah, we still do want a bit of balance there too, because obviously support from everyone's huge. So yeah, that'll be quite interesting. But yeah, just thought it was an interesting thought to share with you guys. But yeah, so that's kind of it for 24 weeks. I can't believe next week we're going to be at 25 weeks. I'll give you some a bit of a rundown on that the second pelvic class that I went to, and also the massage next time too. So we have a bit of a talk about that. But yeah, getting closer and closer. Cool. All right, we'll see you next time.